Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Checkpoint Therapeutics CKPT pre-PDUFA summary. Today is the 2nd of December, 2024, and in the summary, we're going to be exclusively looking at the PDUFA that's coming up later this month, and we're going to discuss what I think is going to happen and go from there. So I generally follow small cap pharma. I do games. I do a little bit of everything. So if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot, and thank you. So disclaimer is I bought shares around 210 shortly following my last video on the 9th of September 2024. So if you bought then, congratulations, we're doing pretty well. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence, and any information given is valid for today, the 2nd of December, and the slideshow will not be updated, but when we get new news, new slideshow, so you'll see something late December. Okay, so let's look at the company first. So the Checkpoint has one drug awaiting approval, which is going to be that PDUFA on the 28th of December, which is a Saturday. So again, we have to maybe look at it. Might come a little bit early just because we know that they're not going to give it a Saturday kind of approval. We'll go from there. The company had 4.7 million at the end of Q3, but got 9.2 from warrants. So that gives them about 13.9 million total. The company had a net loss of 9.7. So that gives them enough room to get through the decision. You know, it's pretty much simple. In the whole quarter, you can use spending 9.7 and you have almost 14 in the bank. So you have a little extra time, not a huge amount, but you definitely have a little bit more time. The company has had a couple offerings going on, one on the 2nd of January that include warrants, and then another one on the 19th of August also include warrants. So there's a good amount of warrants out there. The company is not set up to be a commercial organization, so I expect a sale of the drug or the rights, and that's really what we're looking at here. The drug itself, I said, it was given a CRL back in December 2023 due to inspection issues. So this was a third-party inspection. It did not go well for them. They resolved those inspection issues and resubmitted the BLA after talking to the FDA. Again, the PDUFA is the 28th of August, and I do believe there's a good chance for approval here, based on the original CRL, which only brought up inspection issues and had no negative comments on the drug itself. So it's pretty simple. We're looking at it. The FDA had no problem with the drug, just the inspections. So we're pretty confident on approval here. The commercial opportunities. So there are two large drugs on the market. So Libtayo and Keytruda. Sorry if I butchered that first one. Everyone knows Keytruda. So Regeneron did buy those full rights in 2022 for $900 million. So that is something that is extremely telling right there. So 2 years ago, a drug in the same market was bought for $900 million. Our market cap is a little over $200 million right now. So you can kind of see where the excitement is kind of building up here. Last quarter, it had global sales of almost 195 million in the US, 94 globally. So almost 300 million in Q3. So this is definitely a $1 billion drug already. And so again, that's kind of what we're looking for. The drug is on par with its competitors. So there might be people who say it is maybe a little bit better. But I definitely want to have people take the fact that like clinical trials are one thing, and that, you know, even if you have a slightly better result in clinical trial, does not mean the drug is any better than anything else. Of course, they will use that as a selling point, but with obviously Regeneron and Merck marketing, that might not make a difference. And then we have generic protection until 2038, so 14 years. That is very nice. So any issues? So short term, no. They've addressed the cash issue. We might see a little bit more pressure from the warrants to pull the stock down, because those warrants were issued at like in the $2 range and the stock's at over $4. Long term, yeah, the company will be competing against two large pharma companies, and it might not be able to successfully market the drug. Obviously, I think they're going to have a sale, but we're going to have to see what person comes up to buy it and how much they're willing to offer. So the one thing I'm scared of the most is the FDA making this a third-line treatment. So that means that you take the other two before you can take this drug. That would severely limit the drug's potential, because obviously if it is a first or second-line treatment, it has a chance to be taken a lot sooner in the process. Again, I don't see how it would be because the drug was on par with everything else. But again, the FDA might say, hey, Regeneron and Merck might be saying, hey, we don't want to compete against this. And the FDA might give them that kind of out. It's always something that we have to watch out for. And there's always chance for another CRL, which could happen, though highly doubtful. Okay, so with around a $200 million market cap at the moment, it seems like this is a good stock to target, as even the sale of the rights for half the other company would still be 2 times its amount. And that's what I'm saying. If it sells for about 450 instead of the 900, we're still doubling from here. So we're looking at like an $8 stock price. And that's really what has gotten me interested in the stock. So with the CRL issues resolved, approval is not guaranteed, but is highly likely. And I did expect a run up in December, which is I'm glad I bought in September, which mirrored the run up in December of 2023. And I do believe there's a little bit more in the stock before approval. I do think we can hit 5 before then. And then I'm hoping that we hit 8 on approval. And that is kind of where my game plan is going here. I bought it 2, so that's going to be 4 times my money. I'm going to like that. But that is what we have at the moment. So hopefully this gave you enough information to make a better decision. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.